guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I decided to put these two things together, which is how I annotate my books and how I journal. I wanted to put them together instead of them having their separate videos because they relate. I'm gonna talk about my book journal, I'm gonna talk about how I journal, like what different types of journaling I do, where I get my prompts, and I'm also gonna talk about annotating my books, how I do it, what I use, and all that fun stuff. I wanted to put it in the same video because they relate, and if I would do them in two separate videos they would be pretty short, so why not put them together? But yeah, so that is what today's video is gonna be. Let's go ahead and just get started with everything for that. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is how I journal. This is my journal. I got it from my granny. She made it actually, so she did this design on the front and the back. Don't know where it's from or anything like that. I'm sure that you could find any kind of journal. So this one is just blank pages, like there's no dots, no lines, no nothing. So I get all of my prompts through Pinterest. I have a whole entire board of journal prompts and everything. I don't do them all. Sometimes I'll come up with my own and everything, but for the most part that is where I get all my prompts from. I put everything into this journal. I'll do collages, I'll do little actual journal entries, I will do monthly recaps, monthly goals. I even put like all my book journal stuff in here. At first I did have a separate notebook for book journaling, but I decided that I just want everything together in one journal, so I put it in here. I started this one, I'm pretty sure, in October of 2021, and it is now February, so it really hasn't been that long, and hopefully by the end of this year I'll fill it up. But I think I'm gonna take you through each one of the different types that I do. In the beginning I just have like a bunch of journal entries and that kind of stuff. I included some pictures and everything of what was going on. I even did a recap of each month. So I have an August one and a September one right here. Then I have an October recap. I even like put like, so this type of stuff I even put in here. So I have like places I want to go visit, and then a Bible study that I did in here as well. So I even have like this in here, which these are like notes for like camera settings for a little mini class that I did. I also have like a TBR list and then like a quote right there as well. I don't know, just like random stuff. So now we get into like where I start to book journal all of my books that I started reading. So basically what I do for like book journaling, here I'll show you this one. It's Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I didn't really do much for this one. Basically I just put the title right here, and then I wrote what the book was about and like my favorite parts of the book. That's just one of them. That's like the most simplest that there is. I do go into depth with some of them. Let's see if I can find one. This is another one of those collages that I like to do. Where's one that's like oh, here we go. Okay, so I did one for The Sweetest Oblivion, The Maddest Obsession, like together because I read them back to back. Sweetest Oblivion, I literally just put I hated it because I did. And then The Maddest Obsession, I took a picture that I found on Pinterest of a quote and I put it in here next to me saying like, oh my gosh, I love this one, because I genuinely did like the second one a lot more. And then sometimes I'll put like a quote down there after I write about the book was about. I don't really do much for like my journaling. I really journal just to get everything out basically. If I have an idea for what I want to do, I'll write it in here. If I want to do like a monthly recap because I had like a really good month, or there's something very specific that I want to remember, I'll print out a little picture with my Canon Ivy that I have and I'll put it in here and I'll journal about it. And then even like books and stuff, sometimes I will write down like just a bunch of quotes I love from that book and put it in here, and then on the next page write about like what the book was about, my favorite parts and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know, there's really not much that goes into my journal. It's just a very personal thing. But yeah, that's my journal. Not much goes into it. As I said, very short, very sweet, very simple. Now we get into how I annotate my books, which is probably the reason why you're all here. So the way I annotate my books is very simple. I don't do much. Again, I'm going to show you guys first what I use, and then I have three different ways, about 2 or 3 different ways that I annotate my books. And yeah, so whenever I first started annotating my books, I use these kind of tabs. I don't like these kind of tabs. I hate these ones. These ones were okay, but they did not last me long, and then these ones were just way too big. So I don't use these anymore, but I did use those. They were fine until I just didn't really like them. But I now use these ones that I got from Amazon. So like I got 2 packs of 3 from Amazon for I believe $9, and I really like these. I will link them in the description box below because I really like these. They are completely transparent, you can see through them, and I was kind of worried about that with the red and the purple, but they are literally perfect. So I do have some of those. And then the last couple things I use the Pilot G2.3 create pen, and then this Sharpie S Note highlighter. These are the ones I use. I have seen that some people have like erasable highlighters, and I do want to get those. I just haven't gotten them yet, but I do need to get a new highlighter because this one just is running out. Honestly, this one does not bleed through the paper at all, which I was very worried about because it's like Sharpie. It does not bleed through at all, which makes me really, really happy. And then this pen is so thin and it does not bleed through. It's amazing. I love these two things. Highly recommend if you are looking for a good highlighter and pen. So those are the supplies I use, and now we're getting into how I annotate my books. So there are 3 ways I annotate my books. The first one is just random tabbing. Second one is the tabs each have a color, and then the third one is tabs each have a color and it matches like the book cover. It's basically the same thing except like color coordination. So 2 books that I tabbed without like any kind of key in the back of them was The Deal by L. Kennedy and Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I just kind of tabbed my favorite moments. I tabbed parts that I wanted to remember of this book, key points in the plot, anything like that, quotes. Along with tabbing, I also highlighted stuff, underlined stuff, random little things. I want to go back and like fix these tabs, but this is just what it looks like. I just tabbed, no key, anything. And then the same thing with Ugly Love, tabbed, and that kind of stuff. And then the next one that I did was Twisted Love and Twisted Games. I tabbed this whole entire series. I freaking love them. These ones do have a key in the back. This one I still was using like the old tabs, so it looks very wonky. I will go back and fix those one day. And then Twisted Games just looks like this. I barely have these ones poking out, so I like that a lot better than them poking out a lot. I just love the way that that feels. Okay, in the back right here, I do have a key of what each color means. In the back, it's like the yellow's funny, the light pink is quotes, red is like moments between the 2 characters, blue is either sad or mad, purple is like, oh my gosh, plot twist, all that kind of stuff. And then Twisted Love, pink is like moments between them or moments I want to remember. Quotes I love is orange, yellow is like shook, like what's happening, green is funny, and then blue is either sad or angry. But that's basically tabbing with the key. And then the last one that I wanted to show you guys, because I'm honestly pretty proud of it, is Twisted Hate. It's still in the Twisted series. I love this one, but what I did was I color coordinated all of the tabs, but the cover's like pink and red, so all my tabs are pink and red, and then I did have to include another one, so I did purple. But in the back, the red is shook, the light pink is quotes, the hot pink is anger or sad, the darker mauvey pink kind of color is moments between them, and then the purple is banter. I don't know, I just wanted to show you guys this one because it color coordinates and it makes me really, really happy. So that's pretty much how I annotate my books. I love the way that looks. I know a lot of people don't like to annotate, but I personally do. It honestly just makes me feel more connected to the characters, and it helps me like actually remember what is going on inside each book. I just really like to do it, and it makes it more fun for me to read. So that is how I tab my books and I journal. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video and it was helpful. If you guys have any questions or any requests for any other videos, please let me know and I will respond and get that to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.